I should have worn my rubber boots down here. The morning dew is getting my socks wet. Candy. Candy. Fluffy. Callie. I forgot to bring Callie's medicine. But I gave it to her yesterday evening, so I can wait a few extra hours. I'll probably give it to her before I take off. It's supposed to rain around noon. So that's about when I plan to take Cindy shopping and get my mom's oil changed. Oh, Mohawk was in there. Mohawk! Her meow sounds really cool. Meow. She like coos. Coo. Coo cat. Fluffy's like, pay attention to me. Cats don't like me. Cats don't like me. Oh, here comes Swirl. Swirly curly. So when I mow the grass, I'm going to bring the clippings down here. David wants them, but David doesn't do anything I want him to do, so why should I give him the clippings? He can collect his own clippings. I'm going to put the clippings in here. This new lawnmower that I got basically has, what do you call it, a bagger. And so I can collect the clippings. And yeah, I'm going to give it to the chickens. I'm not sure which animals it said not to give those clippings to. I think rabbits. I've been learning a lot about different animals and whatnot on YouTube. And I think it was rabbits it was saying not to give the clippings to. You want them to have freshly cut grass, say with like a scythe, but you don't want to use like a lawnmower because of the way that it chops it is bad for rabbits from what I understand. So before I used to rely on David for my information, but once I realized he was lying to me about some things or steering me wrong, if you will, or withholding information and then sabotaging me, that's when I quit relying on him and started relying on YouTube, which I probably should have done in the first place because, yeah. Anyways, we'll see if David discovered my cat food stash. I got more up front, but he keeps claiming there's raccoons running around. And it probably is, but he makes it out that the raccoons are a bigger problem than they really are. But he also tends to exaggerate everything. Um, and he's done that for pretty much since I've known him. But yeah. So it looks like maybe he did discover my cat food. Yep, he didn't. Okay. I don't think he did. It looks like maybe he did because the twisty tie thing is different than I remember it. But it's been a week, or almost a week. He keeps the cat food that he buys in the greenhouse, so I don't have access to it. I mean, I guess I still have access to it, but I'm not sure where he's keeping it, if you will. I also have extra cat food in my container, but I'm withholding that because, like I say, he's hardly ever bought any feed for the animals in the last 7 years, so it's time he starts doing it. I need to clean this cat house. Anyways, and then he goes around telling people that I feed him junk food. So, hey, that just gives me the argument of you claim I feed him crap, so maybe you need to start buying the food from now on instead. You don't like what I give him, you can buy it. And again, like I said, he hasn't hardly bought any feed for the animals in the last 7 years, so he hasn't paid any rent. He hasn't contributed to any of the bills at all, hardly ever. I'd say 1 to 5% is what he's contributed, tops. I'd say closer to 1%, probably even less than that, but trying to be generous, trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, but yeah. It's like Bill, our friend Bill said last night, some people are givers. Well, he basically said there's only 2 types of people in this world, givers and takers. And basically, I'm a giver and David's a taker. And he said that, and of course I said, well, I need to learn to be more of a taker because I give too much. He goes, no, what you need to do is learn who the takers are and don't give too much, which I already knew that too, but sometimes it's hard to tell who the takers are. Some people have a great line of bullshit, so it's really hard to tell sometimes. It's like Jerry Diamond, David's twin. brother from another mother. Um, Jerry Diamond, I saw through him right away, but I didn't see through David right away. And of course, David didn't see through Jerry right away. Jerry had David hoodwinked for a couple few years. But yeah, no, I saw through Jerry Diamond right away. But I also didn't see that David was just like Jerry Diamond. It's kind of weird, you know? So, and of course, Bill didn't see through Jerry Diamond right away. And he also said Jerry, wasn't as bad when he was younger. He just gradually got worse. And that's basically my opinion of David. He either wasn't as bad or he didn't appear as bad. Here's Mimi trying to get my attention. She's like, pay attention to me. She kind of coos too, like, what's her face? Mohawk. But Mohawk's her daughter, so that makes sense. So basically, checking on the animals, making sure they're okay. Some of them probably already got out. Well, no. The Nigerians, oh, here they're all here. Okay. The Nigerians are usually the ones who get out. But this black and white, she's a jumper, so she usually jumps out. Oh, Trig, she's scratching her neck on a stick. I was like, what are you doing? Meow. Wow. Oh, yeah, my camera. I'm going to have to get up in the tree. Oh. I have to get up in the tree and trim some branches. They're getting in the way of my solar panel. My battery's dying. Oh, wow, yeah. I'm going to have to trim or take out those two trees. Or just, yeah, because otherwise it's going to cost me batteries. And the batteries are expensive. Or I could just prune them. That's what I think I'll do. Just prune them. Get up there with the ladder. And trim them back. I'm going to have to get a pole saw because the one that we have belongs to David. But I'm going to go see if I can pet these kittens. I got to acclimate them so they're not terrified. Of course, if Sophie and Sage come up, they got kids. They'll definitely acclimate all the kittens. There's Cleopatra Houdini Jr. The kittens are probably in the back. Anyway. Yeah, the only thing I added to their feed that I shouldn't have added is this bedding that I got. I got like a 20-pound bag of bedding. I thought it would be good fiber for them, but they don't eat it. It's dark in here. I can't see nothing. But anyways. I need to get back here with the pitchfork and fork the rest of this hay into here, but I guess it can wait till we rotate them. But I need to come up with a well, what I need to do is I need to shorten this so that it's the right size for the hay bale. And so it'll just, this is too short or too small to fit around a hay bale. And this is too big. So basically I just gotta shorten it to where it fits around a hay bale. And then I don't gotta worry about it. But anyways. Yeah, and that's my homemade 4-bedroom goat house. The one I'm going to build in that yard is going to be a 2-story. So I don't got to scrunch down in there. But they love it. I don't think it breathes enough. And so that's why that one's going to be 2-story. It'll give it more air and it'll give them more room. So, but the 2nd story is going to be a loft. I thought about making it, like an 8-bedroom house, which I still can do. But, and that would be good for the cats. But, yeah. We'll see. I may not even be staying here. I may end up buying something else and selling this property. I like this property. I'd like to stay here, but it just all depends on what happens. Like I said, my north neighbor wants to buy me out. So, and I miss having a house.
You already take care of these cats?
Yep. What's the soap for?
Tick control.
Oh.
Your little guy seems to be particularly susceptible.
Yeah. He's actually doing something. I'm surprised. Normally, he acts like he doesn't care. But again, he's just probably kissing ass, trying to make himself look good. But it's a little too late for that. He knows what he's supposed to do. He knows better than I do. He just doesn't do it. I don't think he cares. I don't know what his deal is, but it's too late. He's been backstabbing me and talking trash on me since 2019. Basically, since Sarah was here. Sarah started it and he chimed in. And it bothered me, but I didn't think too much of it because, employees are always bad mouthing the employers. So I just kind of saw it as normal. Stupid, but normal. And I blew it off. Because they say, you can't let that stuff get to you. So, but Sarah left in 2020. And, but that didn't seem to stop David's backbiting and trash talking. So, he just only got worse. And, but he's been looking to bail out on me since 2018, anyways. Maybe even 2017. Or even probably sooner than that, even. I tried to basically move in to Bill's greenhouse. What was I here for? Oh, my key for my lawnmower. He tried to basically move into Bill's. Bill had him. Bill had him stay in his greenhouse for a winter so that he could maintain their plants. Well, he was only supposed to be there for the winter, and he ended up being there for the winter. He was supposed to be there for the winter of 2017. He ended up being there for the summer of 2018 and the winter of 2018. Moved all of his crap in there. They finally got him out of the greenhouse in the spring of 2019, but it took them another 6 months for them to get all of his crap out of their greenhouse so they can use it again. And you've seen our greenhouse. It's just as bad. So, anyways, I'm going to get to work. I'm going to fire up this lawnmower and get to mowing. The ground may be a little too moist to use the bagger. So I might actually do something else first. I'm just not sure yet. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll unload the trailer. I'm going to put them totes. I got to change my socks too because now my socks are wet. Put my rubber boots on. But I want to put those totes over here so that if I do sell them, they have easier access. So I'm basically liquidating everything, everything I don't think I'm gonna need in the near future. Half the stuff that I'm selling, I'm basically selling anyway, so it's not a big deal. And yeah, but yeah, I want to sell the liquid cattle feed in bulk, but I mostly was going to do that to give David, some income as well as myself, because David, basically I was trying to set up things on the land for David to make money off the land. But it's like he doesn't really care. He just basically wants to mooch. He doesn't actually want to work. The blackberries are a classic example. It's like that could have been a revenue source, but he was like, oh, I don't like them, so he just let them go feral. And So I had to come in and clean them up. Cindy and I cleaned them up last year to try to get them to reproduce because they quit producing. And well, they produced, but they were crappy. They were more crappy than even David claimed they were. Because, like I said, I liked them the first year that he had them. I didn't think they were half bad. So, but after he let them go feral, they were even worse. So, last year, Cindy and I came. I went and got Cindy. She came over, and we cleaned up the blackberry patch, and I reorganized it so that you can mow in between them, because before you couldn't mow in between them. And I tried to fence them off. I put some pallets around it, and I had asked David to finish doing it, but he never did. And then, of course, I never did finish it either. And because he was just like, they're crap. Why are you worried about keeping them? Then I went out and basically bought more to plant in there, to kind of beef it up. Then he got mad because I mixed my blackberries with his blackberries. I'm like, well, you didn't want them. You said they were crap. So he didn't want them until I wanted them. And it's like, But anyways, whether he liked them or not, it could have been a good revenue source. But apparently he doesn't care about doing things to earn money around here. He'll go work for other people, but he won't do the things that I need him to do. But he doesn't want to pay rent either. So it's fucked up. Anyways, bye.